Just to kick off, we will kick off with a poll. So yeah, so just launching a poll here to see how into Excel everyone is. And then I'll pop in to the chat whilst you're doing that. I'll start sharing my screen as we go as well. Oh, lovely normal distribution here, bell curve, with the middle one being the highest. Fantastic. Okay. So yeah, I've just popped in my LinkedIn and my YouTube into the chat. If you are into learning about new and tech stuff or other stuff in general, then you can follow me on there. So I'm going to share my screen. And here we're going to get started with the session. So this is about automating and reshaping data with Power Query and macros. That was the original one, but special treat for you guys is that Python in Excel has been announced as a huge upgrade to Excel. Just got announced a couple of weeks ago, and I have a preview of that. So I am really excited to show it to you. So yeah, we've already done this poll question. Fantastic. Yeah, as I said, I do have a YouTube channel with a lot of what's new in tech, over 10,000 subscribers. Excel, but also Google Sheets, PowerPoint, Zoom, Teams, tech that people use at the workplace in general. I am a chartered accountant with the ICAEW and a Microsoft MVP, which means that Microsoft put me in the top 100 or so Excel people in the world. And I've done training with over 3,000 people, like kind of face-to-face sessions, longer sessions, not like this webinar, but I've done webinars like this with tens of thousands. And then I've worked with over 120 organizations over the years as well. So we're going to kick off with Power Query, the intro, and then the next two things are going to be continuations of Power Query. Number 4 is looking at Python, which is what I just talked about. Number 5 is macros and VBA, and this new kind of language called Office Scripts that Microsoft is launching, and then we'll summarize these afterwards. So this session is a little bit intermediate, a little bit higher level than some of the others that I've done, but I'll try and go at a pace that people feel comfortable with, and I'll ask you some polls about how you're finding the pace as we go along. All right, so kicking off with Power Query. So Power Query is, in my mind, the biggest thing to have happened to Excel in the last 25 years. So it is a way to reshape data. But I do want to launch another poll question right now because I am kind of really curious as to how many people, which things people end up using. So I'm going to launch this one. So it is multi-select. So which of these things do you use? So macros versus VBA. Macros, I'm considering it. Oh, okay, for some reason it reset there. So yeah, some of the votes have gone back. Yeah, that was weird. Great. Okay, so we've got pivot tables being the most one, and we've got macros being second and Power BI being third. Okay, good. So Power Query is, as I said, the biggest change that Excel has gone through